hands-on, tips and how you could use these tools. So feel free to use chat if you are not clear about anything, and I will be, or my colleagues from IMU will be keeping eye on the chat. Okay, is my voice clear? Sound, audio, video, everything okay? Yes, okay, that's great, that's great. Thanks for using chat and letting me know. Dr. Vasu, can you allow me to share my screen?
Yes, Mr. Asne, just.
Okay, thanks. So let's start. Sharing my screen. Share control sound. Okay. So can anyone confirm you could see what you're seeing now on the screen? Is it my first slide?
Yes, your first slide.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so let's start. The topic is very important after COVID or after this epidemic. How we are going to engage students, right? And blended learning is getting very popular um, uh, to address this scenario. Okay, so let's start. What I need you to do, grab your smartphones and use key in polleverywhere.com/IMU poll. And once you log in to that, then click on the country you are accessing this workshop. Or you can use a browser, open a new browser tab and key in pollev.com/IMU poll. Wow, that's great. We have people from different part of the world. We have someone from Africa also, a lot of people from Malaysia. That's great. Someone, I think, from the cruise just now. Okay, so now, wow, someone from Alaska also. That's great. Okay, so the tool I'm using now is called Poll Everywhere. Okay, so whenever I start my session, I always engage my audience using Poll Everywhere. So I will cover in detail what is all about this tool and the features we have. So let's move on. Okay. Anyone can recognize any of the logo here on the slide? Use your chat and just type in. Yeah, QR code is somewhere here on top. Okay, Kahoot. Kahoot is this clown kind of, yeah, so creative is this boxes here, like maybe chemical bond or something like that. Okay. Yes, great. Someone even identify Microsoft whiteboard here, okay, with this pen or pencil on. Great. That's cool. Wow. Go formative also. Somewhere here at the bottom. Very powerful tool, but you need a stable bandwidth, internet bandwidth. Yes, forms are getting popular, Microsoft Forms or Google Forms. right? That's great. That's great. And even Padlet also there. So you have recognized most of the icons. Anyone knows what is vidyard? This is D. Actually, it crops. I cropped it. Is video. You have like junkyard. Here we have video with video yard. Okay. So I will try to cover this also. And let me share the responses I received from all of you. Uh, the pre-questionnaire survey or pre-workshop survey I have shared with you people, and I would like to thank all those who have responded. That actually helps me a lot in personalize or customize the content. So the cool thing is most of us here are Gen Y. Okay, that's great. And I noticed that most of majority of our colleagues here, they just started like early 1 or 2 year experience of online course content. So great, you are at the right place. Majority of us here are females. That's normal because I think females are more serious. Uh, with all due respects to male, okay. Anyway, so regarding PowerPoint skills, yeah. So I think all of 75% are well versed using PowerPoint, and that's great. And I noticed like majority of audience, they are using PowerPoint to modify pictures. That's great. Yeah, you could even remove the background, you could crop, you could merge 2 or 3 images together. That's great. That's great. So moving down this part where most of audience are not familiar or not used to, I'm quite excited that 7 or 12% of audience, they use Storyline. Great. That's very simple, powerful tool. And at the end of the session, I will be sharing my Facebook group on Storyline. We have about 3K, around 3K members, very active group on Storyline. So if you need any help, you could just post there. You will less than 5 minutes, you will get the answers about Storyline. So that's nice. That's very good. And majority of audience here, they never attended any e-learning content workshops or tool. So you are at right place. That's good. I'm happy to see that most of you are using Bloom's learning taxonomy. Good, great. Based on this question, I modified the content. I won't be spending much time on QR code, Kahoots, or Padlet. I will be spending more time on Socrative and quizzes. Okay, that's all for the pre-workshop questionnaire. Let me minimize and let's start. Okay. So this is a QR code. I will use Padlet as a backdoor or back communication channel. Okay. And what I need you to do, if you scan this, they will be asking you code, right? The password. So the password will be IMU 2020, all in capital. IMU 2020. And once you key in that, then there will be columns for different tools. So feel free to ask or post your questions or concern. So those who cannot scan this QR code, let me share the URL. Okay, so it's padlet.com/Asnanzafar2 / web-based engagement tool WBET 2020. And the key to log in to this Padlet wall is IMU 2020. Okay, so today's menu, I will try to introduce what is blended learning very fast, touch a bit on QR code, then move on and focus more on poll everywhere. There are a few more, and Socrative, yes. These two tools will be of my focus. And if time permits, then I may even touch whiteboards, timer, or forums, or other engagement tools. Okay, so let's start. This is not a typo error. If you type in technogogy, it will give you error, you know that, and it will auto correct into technology. Actually, this is a term coined in by Professor Rozan Idrus, one of the e-learning guru in Malaysia. So he said we have pedagogy, right? And okay, anyone else who have issue with Padlet? You cannot open the Padlet. So those who can open, can you please copy the link in the chat for others? They can actually click on that link. And password for Padlet is IMU 2020. Okay. So Prof. Rozan coining this term called technogogy. So what he did, he merged pedagogy, technology, and content in the 3-axis and learning in the Z-axis. So that's what he said, like technology and content, if it's learner focused, in the transformative use of technology to foster learning. Okay. Okay, so Bloom's taxonomy, what I did, I use Bloom's taxonomy and I make it very, innovatively putting all the tools at different levels. But if you ask me personally, even PowerPoint we can use for all of these levels, okay? So feel free to ask anything which is not clear on this Bloom's taxonomy. I noticed that some of you could not access Pellet Wall. Uh, Yeah, just give me a minute. I will be actually sharing with you my Pellet Wall link. Okay, that's great. So at these levels, you could actually use different tools, okay? Now, defining blended learning. Blended learning is actually a mixture of different form of education or training. So what we are doing now is kind of a blended learning, where if you look at the slide itself, it's a blend of text, okay? You have text here, you have image, and you have my voice also, okay? And I'm not sure whether you are still seeing me or not. So video is also there. So it's a mixture of medium, right? A blend can constitute any mixture of any form of learning possible, face-to-face, virtual, online, standalone, self-directed learning, or guided, okay? Uh, a blend could be a mixture of, you convert your content onto CD-ROMs, which are now obsolete, right? Or on a USB flash drive, websites, books, video broadcasts, okay? Email exchange, forums, or a blend could be a mixture of strategy like constructivism or behavioral or informational. All that you could blend together. The real challenge is how to find the correct blend for our learner. Okay, here in this table I showed totally face-to-face and then totally online, and in between is the blended learning. So that's where here I'm talking about. So how we could find a blend of online or face-to-face. And if we are switching between, we make sure it's a seamless transition for learners. Okay. Yeah, so what you're seeing on the screen, may I know in the chat? Dr. Vasu, you are not allowed to answer because he knows even the restaurant from where I took that picture. Yes, it's a food, yeah. We are missing because I think in Selangor we have lockdown. So yeah, it's a food, very good. But if you notice, those who are in Malaysia, they are very aware, very much aware of that. It's a buffet style. You go in and you blend anything you want chef make some of these, dishes very spicy. Some of them will be like, soury. Some will be, different tastes. But you have opportunity, or you have, chance. You could blend it. You could mix curry with dal, with vegetable, with, and you come up, yeah. Thanks, Natasha. For it's a Mamak's restaurant, in Malaysia we call that like Indian Muslims restaurant. So what I'm saying here, that you blend all these curries or dishes to suit your own flavor and taste. Could we apply this to education? Could we allow our learner to let them pick what they or how they would like to learn? Okay, what kind of media they would like to access? But what we are doing, we are forcing them. That's the lecture. This is the PowerPoint. You have to follow that. Okay. This is the table, or when you're planning for blended learning, so you could use this framework. You first thing, you need to identify learning needs. Okay. Learning needs. Then you need to share your examples, possible methods to deliver that. What are the benefits? What are difficulties or challenges? Maybe you plan very nicely, but you don't have infrastructure. Maybe your all learners don't have even infrastructure to access the way you are delivering. So we need to all that and then measure the effectiveness. And what would be the blend? Just now in previous slides I shared, maybe 30%, 70% online, or whatever is suitable. Okay. And we need to actually find an appropriate blend between these offline or online, synchronous or asynchronous. The activity we are doing is actually synchronous, right? Text versus multimedia, structured or open access, student-centric or teacher-centric, self-paced, okay, or very, very personalized, right? Yes, so let's move on to our first tool, which is called Poll Everywhere. I think I have actually video for you to watch. Just pay attention and see.
5 or PowerPoint 665 do
Oops.
have this feature where you will have.
Sorry, I was trying something else. So, oh, sorry, my mistake. Just hold on. I should not show you this with my talking head, because I was trying in PowerPoint. You could do that you can. Let me delete this. In PowerPoint, its latest version, you could do a recording of yourself, voiceover, and convert that into a video. Apologies for that. Just hold on. Okay, let me delete that. Okay. So let's start again. There is something wrong with the video. No worries. Technology can, fail anytime. So we should not fail. Okay. Let me go back, because normally I download the video and then upload. Okay, so what I did just now, I just copy paste the link. So in latest version of PowerPoint, it actually can link, but due to internet delay, now it loads. So if I click this, I think it will play now. Yes.
So you're giving a presentation and you want to get some feedback from your
Just to confirm, can you hear the sound? Okay,
yes, we can hear some.
great. Thanks.
audience. Show of hands. How many of you signed up for office hours? 1, 2, 4, 50. That's not very accurate. Old voting methods take far too long, and expensive voting systems like this one, well, they're difficult to set up and don't allow for audience comments. Hello? Oh, nope. Nothing. Introducing Poll Everywhere. Through a simple web interface, Poll Everywhere lets you collect instant audience feedback. Just type in a question, and your audience can respond using laptops, tablets, or even mobile phones. Even your crappy flip phone. Hey guys, what do you think of my presentation so far? Is it A, amazing, B, incredibly amazing, or C, not that great? To respond, just text message the number on screen. or use a custom URL to respond in the web app. You can even use Twitter if that's what you're into. As people respond, results are embedded instantly into your presentation, in real time. Seriously, guys? You can also ask open-ended questions. What is your favorite part of my outfit? Poll Everywhere also lets you customize the look of your charts to wow your audience. And for all you spreadsheet nerds out there, you can even create segmented crosstab analytics. The best part about it is you can try it today for free. So how excited are you?
Okay, so I will move on because of the time. What I need to do now, can you want me to show you how actually I have created this poll? Okay, so what I will do, I will just drag in. You just need to type in poll everywhere, okay, .com. Can you please type in, or you want to watch first? Up to you. So I normally use 2 monitors, so I can actually see your chat also and open another screen where, so what you need to do, you sign up either using your own Gmail ID, or you can create yourself. The cool feature here, for free version, you could use up to 40 responses, okay? So let's try in. So just now, the first question I asked, I used poll everywhere, okay? Yes, so once you log in, you need to create your account. It will save all your previous polls, okay? So you need to click create. It's very easy. Here, the one I used was a clickable image just now. So what I did, I copy the world map and put that image and ask you to click from where you are joining. MCQ is very rightly, you know, I mean, we can ask questions. How are you doing? And you could even put images as an option, you know, okay? Great, good. Add options if you want, okay? Okay. And click create. So your poll is ready, okay? So you notice here, if you, sometime you can change, you know, but I think Asnan Zafar is taken already. So that's why they add in 032, okay, as the URL for audience to response, okay? Here is, you can test before you share. You can disable text because this number sometime it will be charged, you know. So I untick that. I just will follow URL using no need. Students, no need to have any account. Just now you don't have any account, you just log in using this URL. Okay, but if you want anonymous, you want you want to keep record of students, yes, then they need to actually register, and you can even use poll everywhere for your classrooms, you know, taking attendance, monitoring results and all that, okay? That's how you could even change some settings, like how many times you would like to audience to reply. Normally MCQ is 1 time, but open-ended question you can allow multiple times, okay? You can always test, yeah? So the moment you notice here on top, show response, there is activate, okay? So when you click activate, then this poll, this particular poll will be pushed to your device or your site. Okay, so this is my site. So this is how it will look like on the audience side. Okay, so if I click great, So immediately you will see that I will see the bar moving. So you could try also. If you key in polev.com/Hasnan Zafar 032, you should be able to see this poll and you can take part. And cool thing is it shows, live response. And once it's done, then you could actually copy, this link. That's all. Yeah, somebody already mentioned good. Okay, so that's very powerful tool in engaging audience live. Okay, but what I'm showing you just now is just web-based access, right? But if you want to embed inside your PowerPoint, let me show you. Let me go out of. If you notice here, I have a tab called Poll Everywhere here. Okay, so you need to download a Poll Everywhere app. Okay, and here I have login with different account actually, which IMU subscribe to. So the cool thing is all the polls you have created on the website will be accessible here. When you click insert activity, you will be seeing a lot of polls because that's our university account. So I will scroll down. Okay, so you can pick, yeah, that's my folder there. So if you want to pick and ask uh, you want to conduct any poll, you could actually select this. Let me take whether I have word cloud. Okay, so I click insert. Yes. Okay, so you can select this, your poll in, and that will be embedded inside your PowerPoint. Okay, and once the poll is inserted in, then you could actually, when you show in a slideshow mode, then poll will be launched there. Okay, right? And any question regarding poll everywhere? If no question, then I will move. Okay, that's great. But what I would suggest you, because you need to go and try yourself and explore, all these tools. So there are several options, several different types of questions. You could use it. Yes, you can use it as a survey. Let me show you that. Um, let me go to, yes. So once you have created your poll, okay, you need to go back to your dashboard. Okay, and create new, and you see here survey. So if you click on this survey option, then you could have multiple questions, and in asynchronous form you could do that. Okay, QR code is very easy and simple. I think I will be covering soon. Okay, let's move on, because it seems Dave is feeling sleepy. I'm not sure why. Okay, so this is what I inserted, open-ended question, right? So we can move forward, and this is quiz is. Okay, what is asynchronous? Asynchronous is like a forum, not doing at the same time. Okay, synchronous mean both learner and facilitator are at the same time. So this activity, what we are doing is synchronous, and asynchronous is, just now I shared with you pre-workshop questionnaire. So I have shared with you the questionnaire. You have responded at different times. I have viewed the responses at different times. Okay, that's the difference between asynchronous and synchronous. Okay, so quiz is our second tool, because I saw some of the comments in open-ended question of pre-workshop questionnaire. They want to know about taking assessment, right? So quiz is very powerful tool. So let me share with you. This morning I was actually testing quizzes. Sorry for my messy, desktop. Feel free to post questions in the chat and I will be answering as I go forward. Okay, so let me drag in. So what you need to do, quiz is, let me share the link for you and so that you know exactly, because there are similar products in the market. Okay, so that's the link I shared in the chat. So let's share with you one of the quiz I have created, very simple. It's called test, right? So what I need to do, play that, okay? Start live session or assign. So you notice here, this right side, when you assign as a homework, that will be asynchronous, okay? Yes, we have a time limit for each and every question, okay? Let's try, okay? If it's instructor led, then I will control, okay? Let's try. So if you notice here, so I'm going to present, but if you notice here, there is a timer, okay? Participants can can see a countdown timer for each question, okay? So let's present. So what you need to do, you need to go into joinmyquiz.com, type in joinmyquiz.com and make sure you enter this code. The code is 058284. So once you enter in this code, I will see on my side how many participants join. Thanks, Tara. Great. So there are a lot of 5 participants already joined. That's cool. In total, we have 36 participants. So how about other 30? So I will wait at least half of you join this activity. Yes, if you face any difficulty, please do let me know. I can assist you. Just need to click join quiz, quizizcom/join and key in the key. Okay, 2 more and we will start. That's great. Thank you. So now this will be like teacher pace. So I will be controlling the questions. So maybe on your screen, just focus on your screen. You will see what I'm going to project from here. Okay. So if you notice on my screen, all these are different icons assigned to the audience. And don't worry about right or wrong answer, it's just, and you notice there is a timer. So 9 seconds, 8 seconds left, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and okay, right? So then you can move on to next slide. Slightly similar like Kahoot, okay? If those who have used Kahoot, okay, this is our statistics. How many of you actually collected, I mean, click the correct answer. Okay, here I purposely give you almost 1 minute, to think and ponder, right? No worries, it's okay if you don't have stable internet. Just try explore these tools whenever you got proper internet, and this is a challenge, Not all of our learners have equal bandwidth, okay? I will be covering the advantages of quizzes over Kahoot. Let me finish this task first. Okay, so that's great. Yeah, so very nicely. I mean, this is a different type of question. So let's start the next one. This is the last one. Yeah, so I have just created 2 questions. Just now somebody asked what is the advantage of quizzes. I would rate quizzes is more have more features than Kahoot. Kahoot is the main idea of using Kahoot is during synchronous face-to-face session. Like now, when I am in, I can launch the Kahoot, and they have similar features in showing the leaderboard and all that. And if I'm not mistaken, in Kahoot you don't have any option, or lately they have added actually open-ended questions and all that. Previously it was only MCQ, right? So I mean, if you ask me, all these tools roughly are same, is how you use them, okay? How creatively you use them, okay? That's important to me, okay? Tools will come and go, but don't worry, your methodology, your pedagogy, or technique to use or apply these tools is important, okay? So let's go back to, okay, exit. And the cool thing, you could download the report or view the report who was having. So Natasha, you are the first one in that, with almost scoring the same point, top 3, okay? Young and Robert there, right? Okay, that's great. So we can view the report, and you could always download these reports, because whenever your school admin or administration, or even for universities or MQA accrediting bodies will ask you, show the evidence of your activities, okay? Yeah. Okay, the other feature I'm going to show, I was just showing you my library, right? But if you notice here on top, search, change to quiz is library, okay? And just put anything, for example, biology, and I enter. You will get thousands of resources available online, free to use, okay? So if you notice, just I key in the term biology, and I got 42,000 resources available, and you could explore them and click save. Once you click save, that will be saved inside your library, and you could edit questions, and once you modify that question, that quizzes activity or assessment will be available to public, okay? So you no need to reinvent the wheel, okay? Just use existing open educational resources, right? And then here we have reports. You can create classes. I'm not sure in Kahoot, can you create the classes or not? Here you can create classes, you can add students, and even you could connect with Google Classroom, okay? So that's some advantages here, I would say. I'm not promoting any tool, okay? I won't be getting any commission from them. It's just for the help of our educators, how we could use. And I will always recommend you to use free version first, and try to use free tools. Okay, there's a lot of free tools available. Okay, so let's move on and see what next we have. Okay, right. I would like to share Vineyard. Okay, Vineyard also is a very powerful tool for recording video-based content. Okay, so let me paste the link in the chat. Can connect Edmodo. Most of these LMS, Edmodo is one of the LMS. They allow you to embed using iframe. I have tried Padlet. I have tried Kahoot. Few others, tools I embed inside using iframe. But some of these tools even have they call actually plugins for these LMS. So you try explore in Edmodo. If you have a plugin for these tools, then you need to, that will actually make it like single sign-on concept. Okay, iframe is a code. Let me share with you what is iframe. Dave, just give me a minute. So what you need to do, just go to YouTube. Okay. So let me take this one. So when you click share, okay, and you click on embed, let me pause first that. Share, click on embed. So if you notice this code is iframe. So you don't need to modify anything. You just copy and paste this code onto your LMS. But make sure when you are pasting this code, you are in HTML editor, okay? And once you paste this code, you save that and it will embed inside your website, okay? So you notice some of the blogs or some of the websites, the YouTube videos are embedded inside the text. So you don't need to jump to YouTube. So the YouTube video will play inside that page, okay? Hope it's clear now. So let's move on. Vidyard, okay? I have already shared the link in the chat. I will advise you, most of you try create one Gmail ID to access all these tools, okay? So you don't need to create and remember so many passwords, okay? So this is my dashboard on Vidyard. And if you want to do some editing, some management of your content, then you need to use this website. Otherwise, I would recommend you to install plugin for your browser. So if you notice on the top right, there is a small ant, green color ant, I think so. To me, it looks like ant, okay? So if you click that, it will ask you what format you would like to record. I would prefer to have my talking head. If you notice at the down here, cool thing, I can adjust that. Screen plus my cam, okay? And if you notice my audio test, this thing should be moving, okay? Most of us, we forget to unmute our mic, okay? So then even yesterday night I was trying, I forget to actually unmute. And after 3 minutes of recording, then I noticed that. So make sure you have checked this, your audio is on, mic is working fine, and then you click start recording. They will ask you which screen. I think this is familiar, like all other web conferencing tool. So I will put entire and share video and click share. Okay, it gives you 3 seconds to get ready. And yeah, so here it will be my talking head as a camera. Currently my camera is accessed by Zoom. That's why you may not see this myself here. And you could, the cool feature at the bottom, you notice here, you could annotate, use different color. So this is my dashboard and this is my library here. And after a few seconds, it will disappear. That's nice. I like that. You know, you don't need to worry and waste time. So this is the video I have created just this morning, I think. Yeah, and then I have explored this tool early this year. Okay. Yeah, July I have first time explored this tool. The other cool feature is it can connect with your, let me move the annotation tool, with your social media, you know, platforms. So you need to, again, this is embed on site. So again, back to embedding code, you could get that and copy that link, or you could link that. Okay. So try explore this. You no need to get sophisticated softwares. Once you can record, I would always advise you to make it short. Okay. Not more than 10 minutes, you know, just record one concept, clear that, share using YouTube or your LMS uh, with the students, and they could you view your video asynchronously, and then when they are having face-to-face session, you could actually ask the questions. Okay. And the other thing is they show even views, how many views. Okay, because some of the videos I make it private. Okay, not that many views, but you could actually have that statistics. Okay, any question on this vidyard? If not, then let's move on. Okay. Yeah, so there are several other engagement tools. Pellet is one of them. QR code, poll everywhere, forms. Now, Microsoft Forms, it allows you to take as a quiz format, okay? And then we have Go Formative, also very powerful tool for annotation. Those who are doing graphics or drawing, they can use that, or history, they can also use Go Formative. Socrative is another tool where you could actually create a virtual classroom and push the activities to students or learners devices. Okay. I'm almost finishing the time, so that's why I may not have time to even go through in detail of these tools, but do explore my blog. I have actually posted in detail lot of posts regarding these tools. Okay, then I have a slide share. All my slides are available there of this workshop or previous workshops, so you could always access that, right? Yes, that's all. Any questions? Anything you would like to know more? We have about 10 to 15 minutes and I can actually go in depth. Dr. Vasu, you need to unmute if you want to say something.
Thank
Demo
you very much.
Socrative. Okay, okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hasnain, for introducing the concept of blended learning to our participants, and also
Dr.
trying.
Vasu, can I answer one question? Dave wants to know Socrative.
Yeah, sure, sure. Now we come to question and answer session.
Socrative. Okay.
So I would like to
So
welcome your organizing.
what I need you to Google Socrative and log in as a teacher account. Okay. Let me share my screen again. Yes, you can download Vineyard video recording to your desktop or your computer. Okay, just let me know what you are seeing. Okay, Socrative. So what you need to do is, oops. Just give me a minute. That's a challenge to remember passwords, you know. Sorry, just give me a minute. Yes. Okay. What you need to do, you need to log in as student. So if you're seeing this Socrative screen, I'm very, I mean, I used this Socrative almost like 7-8 years ago, you know. So in I'm still using free version. So the latest one, once you register, they will ask you to name your class. But I'm using as ID. So join in socrative.com, log in as student, okay? And key in this class ID. So once you join in, it's the same like quizzes. I notice how many actually joined this class. So, okay, one of you joined, that's great. Few more I will allow. And once you join in, you will be seeing like a notice that waiting for teachers to assign activities, right? So what I did, I have created quizzes. So I will push a quiz. Okay, let me type in the 293. And the cool thing, this ID is the same from the day one. So this is my class, virtual class, okay? So you don't need school, you don't need anything, you need internet connection, you need computer, okay? And students can access this virtual class. So I'm going to push a quiz, okay? I will end the current activity, and all these are my quizzes I have created before. So I will select a QR code quiz, and here instant feedback, okay? I can shuffle questions also, shuffle answers also, okay? And click start. So once I click start, all 8 participants will see that activity. Please answer that. Now I notice Natasha is there, Pang, yes, Tara, Noor, Aslina, yes, great. So if you notice on my dashboard, because I shuffle questions, so those questions answered correctly will be shown here as green, okay? And any question answered wrong will be shown as red, okay? I can hide names, you know, so that to save the privacy of our participant. But if they allow me, I can show, right? But I think I don't know who. Yeah, Pang actually finished earlier. Great, thanks. So this is how you could actually control your audience by pushing activities to them. Never mind, Tara, you have one questions wrong, no worries. So the moment I finish activity here, it will be finished at your side also. So all students will actually wait for next activity, right? So I will again go to the launch, and there's a space race. I can group team, okay? As a team, you can join in. The other cool feature I would actually share with you, I'm going to allow unlimited response and require student name. So I'm not going to write any question, right? But the question is, could you define blended learning? You can Google also, okay, no worries. So type in your answer. You need to type in answer. What is blended learning? Not yes, no. So I remove that question. What I'm going to share, I need some questions. Great, thanks. You can you can type more, you know, copy answers, yeah. Mixed methodology, great. Mixture of different forms of education, great, great. Don't pay attention on my screen, just focus on your screen and keep on answering. So we have 9 participants in this class. We have 3 answers. So I'm not sure how about others. So once I receive some answers, now I'm going to start vote. Then everybody will see everybody else responses on your screen. Am I right? Now you try evaluate. It's kind of a voting, you know, you could you could try and vote. what is the best definition shared by our colleagues here. So great, we have yeah, so now you see competition is going on. So you could use this activity in your classroom. You don't need to bring in your content. Let student or learner co-create, okay, content with us, okay. So once, yeah, so I could actually say, who have written this E? Can you type yourself in? I can get it in the report, but I just want to highlight now and give some appreciation for those who have actually done good job, okay? So I will finish this activity, then there is an exit ticket, okay? That's kind of attendance. Here, the question is there, the answer will be red color. Just key in red. So anyone who will key in red, I will consider him or her as present in my session, okay? Red. There will be first few question are general question, and then we have the third question is answer what facilitator or teacher is asking. So the third question is red. The answer to third question, red. Okay, that's great. So hope is clear now. I'm not sure whether Dave is in or not. Any other tool you would like to explore, or you have any question? So I will finish this activity. Great, great. I'm happy to see that, Dave. Hope you will apply in your teaching on learning. Okay. So once you finish, Tara, what do you mean by no? So that's another feature which I would like to highlight. You could export. No worries, no worries. Okay. You could download all the activities in Excel sheet. Okay. And at IMU, it's very important because we need to show evidence to our management and to our accrediting bodies. Or so you could download the report and it will show complete result of each and every student. Let me show you that, because sometimes you may take these activities and give some marks, right? So you need to merge these marks among with your final exams, assignment. So all, I consider this as informal learning. The formal learning is classroom within the premises of schools or institutions. So how you could merge. So this is how the exit ticket, I could download the report and time takes and all that, right? So very powerful tool. And for, if I'm not mistaken, for 50 students is free to use. You could create in your room up till 50 students, you know, they can add in free of cost. And I'm using, I think, for more than 7 years. Where only thing now, how to create quizzes, right? So you need to click quizzes, add quiz, create new, or you could import, okay? Create new, and you will have all the options like normal. You see MCQ, true, false, short answer. So create your quizzes before. Okay. As an educator, with current scenario, I would consider formative and summative. We need to merge this. It should be seamless. It's move on to like kind of a portfolio, okay? Because very hard to assess students in this COVID epidemic, okay? So I would recommend that focus more on formatives. So small tasks, and build confidence in the learners, that, and then you could even break down the summative, like I don't want, okay, what percentage for formative and what percent. I can't recommend that because certain schools administration will have their rules, okay? Certain accrediting bodies will have the rules, okay? So follow them. But what I'm saying, try to prepare your learner by having more formative, okay? like these tools I shared with you. Let them use these tools, and whatever you are sharing here, 10 to 20% of these questions you could use in a final exam. Okay, so then it's like you are preparing them, or you're motivating them to learn by practicing, by even gamifying, uh, I'm not sure in Edmodo, but in Moodle we have a gamifying block. Let me share last tool as Dave asked. I'll share the tool, but you need to explore yourself. Okay, it's called Deck Toy. Great tool, and I'm 100% sure your all students will like it. Okay, so I don't know. I should share you my dashboard. Sorry, just delete the pricing. Okay, let me share again. So it is kind of a game. Okay, you are creating a game, and you could move this. The learner can move through this track by answering questions, by uncoding certain activities. Okay, so you could, for free account, I'm using this tool for almost 3 years. So I have two deck, one more deck I can create myself. So let me share with you quickly. Test. Okay, and you see here new deck, and you could edit it. So you are coming up and designing assessment in this format, where you could form what kind of activity they need to play a game to unlock. Okay, and then move on. Another cool feature in this deck toy, the person who will be leading, that person can create the level of difficulty for people who are behind. So that's another advantage. So you could tell this to your learner. The student who will be leading can create difficulty level for junior students, those who are behind. So that's, everybody will compete, to lead and create difficult questions for people who are coming at the back. Try explore this tool, and hopefully, you see, you can draw the path and all that. So if you're talking about human body organs and all that, you drag in a human body image. Or if you're talking about architecture, you could drop a house building and all this stuff. Okay, yes, any other tool, feel free to ask, and I can share tools for you. Okay, let me share another resource. Okay, so this is my blog. Okay, QR code, what you want to know? QR code, you need two things. First, you need to create a QR code itself. So I'm using, last time I was using Google, but Google stopped this feature. The benefit of using that Google URL shortener, it will create a QR code. You can get a lot of analytics, who is accessing from where, which device, and all that. So currently I'm using this QR stuff. That's the website. Quite nice site you could use. So at the bottom here, you need to pick, if it's a website, click website and paste the website here. It will automatically create the QR code on the right side. The difference between static and dynamic, you need to have internet connection to decode this. Right click this, copy the image, and paste it. Let's try in the chat. I can't paste. Okay. So what you need to go to your PowerPoint and paste the code there. Okay. Just create new slide and paste your code here. Before you share, scan. You need a QR code reader. So just go to Play Store or Android, uh, Apple Store, and search QR code reader. My favorite QR code reader was this one, iNigma, but now I'm not sure, it's not free, because it got a feature where you can zoom in. If your code is small, you could zoom in, magnify, zoom in your camera, and can. So any QR code, I would even recommend to have 2 QR code readers, because sometimes certain QR codes are complex. You can't read or decode using. For Apple, I think you no need to download anything, it's built in now. Okay, so you can scan this QR code and that's it. So if you Google, I think in my slide share I have shared 60 different ways to use QR code for teaching and learning. Okay, basically QR code is quick response, okay, code. So anything linking and all that. Yes, anything else you would like to know? Okay, so let me share with you top tools, right? Make sure from top 10 tools, a link I shared by Professor Jane Hart. Every year she's trying to do survey. Let me show you here. So you see, top one is YouTube, Zoom, Google search, PowerPoint, Microsoft Teams, Word. Okay, so you have to be careful here because it's personalized learning, workplace-based learning, and education. So top 10 education tools, at least you need to know 6 tools, then you can survive. Tools cannot replace us, but somebody who will know these tools will replace us fast. Okay, so we need to explore these tools, and tools may come and go. The technique is important. Okay, yes, any other question? If there's no question, let me share with you our festival, which will be 4 days away. The second link. So we are offering a discount for group, because now you cannot take part in the competition because deadline is over. For group of 3, you have actually discount. The discounted price, if I'm not mistaken, is around 250 ringgit for 3 of you. Okay, can join our talks and webinars. Okay, so click that link. Have this is our 7th time. Every year we are doing this festival, and this year we have great speakers from around the world. Okay, this is the page. So yeah, so if you look at speakers, or program itself is great. I like the quote. Yeah, thanks, Dave. We need to be a quick learner. I like, most of us are in that why, but our learners are even, I don't know what to name them. Millenniums, or one of our pro vice chancellor calls the new generation as strawberry generations. Because the moment weather change, strawberry constant. So they are like that. So the engagement or attention span of our learners are getting shorter. 6 seconds, 7 seconds, not more than 3 minutes. So they are on multiple devices. So just to share with you the speakers in our LRF. So we have Deputy Vice Chancellor from APU. This is our own colleagues. So there are a few mini workshops. Okay, panel discussion from Prof. Karim, our director, Dr. English, and then we have Richard Fuller for assessment, then few other virtual workshops on engaging online students. Then we have Prof. Rozhan, the one I shared, the technogogy. Then Mohsin Mehman is actually expert in games. Okay, so feel free to register. 4 days left. So I stop my slide sharing the screen. Any other questions?